he announced it to everybody on the team, and basically we all agreed on it.
And for you going through kind of some ups and downs, and what game do you feel like turned it around for you? Not even turned it around, but what game did you perform in and you were like, okay, I've arrived. Like I'm comfortable in this role now.
For me, it would have probably been Culver City game. When Jordan got injured, when he told me when he got injured that he wanted this win, he didn't want to lose to Culver City. When he went to the locker room after his injury, that was the big turnaround point for me. Going in a halftime, knowing that I didn't have Jordan Wilmore in the backfield, so it was on me and my receivers on the offensive side to try to get the ball moving down the field to try to get that win out.
And for you, that Narbonne game, obviously really personal. Jordan gets hurt. Did you feel like y'all were in it the whole time? Do you feel like, it was a loss, but what do you feel like you needed to do to actually get that win as far as offensively?
Well,
even after he went out,
we started off the game pretty slow right there, but we picked up. He got injured. You see, he had a good run before he got injured. Went to the sideline, talked to Coach Clark a little bit. We had a little one-on-one talk about what the offense was going to be next. Talked to Coach Dre, and we started picking up on our spread offense side of the field. Got a couple receptions from our receivers to start getting the pace moving down the field. We scored that first touchdown. Then we scored again. And after that, it started slowing down. I talked to my receivers again some more. We tried to pick up the tempo, but I have no idea what happened. It's all right. But Narbonne was a game for me, honestly. Our defense, as you can see, they held down. They had 2 touchdowns that weren't really our fault per se. We could have stopped it, but it was okay.
And because obviously you transferred from a school, whatever your feelings were when you were there, to make you leave in the first place. Like how would you describe like your psychological approach to that game and afterwards? And then, because I know you guys playing again this year?
Yes.
So yeah, kind of go through your approach when you left, you came to Lawndale, knowing you were going to play them, actually playing them, and then how you feel going into your senior year, getting one last crack at them.
I looked forward to that game ever since I came over. You can ask any of these people in this room. You always heard me during the summer talk about week 5 and week 1. Week 1 was my main course because that was my first starting varsity game. Week 5 was a game that I knew I wanted to get my revenge back on Narbonne. This year, going into the game, I'm feeling pretty confident about it. My guys from last year, the juniors, we know exactly how they played this year. So since we know how they play, we should have a better chance at beating them this year.
And as far as your skill set and your growth as a passer, because it's definitely picked up later in the season, you're not afraid to use your legs, especially that championship game. How would you describe your skill set as a quarterback? Because everyone can say, yeah, I'm a playmaker, or I'm this, I'm that. I saw some clips, like, do a ball like 70 yards or something, like 4 or 5 speed, whatever. Like, what? Describe you as a quarterback, as an athlete. Field general.
Well, yeah, you could tell that I'm not afraid to use my legs as the quarterback. If I'm rolling out, of course I'm gonna keep my eyes downfield because I'm always trying to look to make the pass. But sometimes the pass not open. Of course I'm gonna run it to try to get the extra yards to try to make sure that we get that first down to keep the ball on the field and keep the chains moving.
And how necessarily, like, who do you compare your game to right now in the NFL or even college? Like, what's your model for your game? Well,
when I was younger growing up, I always compared my game to Aaron Rodgers to try to keep that if I'm always look downfield to roll out. But now, rushing-wise, I feel like I'm more of a Russell Wilson because if I get out of the pocket, I can make sure that the chains are moving down the field.
And you got offers necessarily for you going into your senior year, and this has been like a thing with Lawndale quarterbacks, like the last couple of them, they've gotten offers, and for you, because I feel like your case is different, whereas like I know Coach Clark had a couple guys for like 4 years for, a longer period of time. You came in as a transfer. You really got the 1 year thrown into the fire. This is your last shot. What do you feel like you need to improve on the most to take your game to the next level?
Of course, I need to work on my feet a little bit more because in college, the pace of the game is way more faster. It's faster tempo on the field. I feel like that's what I really need to work on the most, getting my game speed up towards the college level. Of course, I'm going to be able to get my game up to that level when I go to the college level. But right now, I'm just trying to get my tempo faster.
Cool. And besides Narbonne, and as a whole, like, what are your goals for this upcoming season?
I want to make it back where I made it last year.
Because did you guys move up a division? Division 3?
Yeah, we're Division 3 now.
Yeah. So, and it's interesting because you guys beat Sierra Canyon and they lost in their state title game. So I'm just like, it's interesting to see like how teams end up at the end of the year. But for you, this squad, that sounds like it's pretty lofty expectations.
Yes, sir.
That's good though. Anything else you want to add? Anything else you know?
No, sir.
Cool. All right. So next on the mic, who wants to go next? Ready? Anybody? All right. Got some lineage in the building here. Truly, last time you were here, you were probably one of the quietest people in the room.
Yeah, kind of.
Close to Naki, but when you get on the field, it's a totally different deal. So, you got guys like Naki, KP, Mark Blocker. It was a loaded defensive line last year. How you feeling now coming back knowing that you're a marked man?
I don't like coming into the season now, like. Oh,
a little close to the mic.
My bad. But like, this year I'm probably gonna be moving around the D line. I don't think I have to because my D line coming up, they gonna be awesome. They're gonna be way better. I don't know about way better, but they're getting better. They're getting better. So yeah, we're just gonna see.
And as far as where you're trying to take your game to the next level, and kind of because Naki had a huge season last year. What, 20 sacks? Like, are you trying to beat that record? What you trying to?
Oh yeah,
what you looking forward to from your game?
That's one of my goals. To, get at least 20 sacks. Cause they only recorded like 9, but some of them they didn't count. I for sure had like more.
How many do you think you had?
At least like 12. At least 12. He only gave me 9 though. Like,
Clark over here laughing at you.
I didn't even hit the double digits.
All right, you feel like, because obviously your older brother's a D tackle, but you play on the edge.
Yeah.
So you feel like you might be moving around a lot. Where do you feel like last year? When do you feel like you made a jump in your game to like becoming an even better player? Like, or they got to think about double teaming you. Like, when do you feel like you made that jump last year?
Oh, I didn't start getting double teamed till like the playoffs, but like during the season, like the game that like I think I did like pretty good was versus Narbonne. They really, I ain't trying to like talk smack or anything, but they really couldn't run my way though. I ain't trying to be cocky or anything, but
be cocky.
Hey, if it's on the tape, it's on the tape. So.
Yeah.
But as far as you in this next phase, like what do you feel like? You feel like you're trying to get faster, stronger, what? Like, well, what do you feel like you're getting ready for this year?
I gotta work on my pass rush because I'm trying to get that 20 sacks this season. But yeah, I gotta work on a lot of stuff. So yeah.
Oh, and as far as because you're getting a lot of offers too. Like you're like that next D lineman up in South Bay. Where are you? How are you kind of handling all that? Like, how you handling the recruiting process? You enjoying it? Going on visits?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to enjoy it. Yeah, I've been on a couple visits, not that much, but I'm looking to take some officials during the season. So yeah.
Yeah, I saw Coach Clark Brown. He had you in the UCLA fit. Like, personally, I hate the Bruins, but for other reasons. But them uniforms are sick, so I say definitely enjoy that process. But because it feels like you're probably going to be the leader of that defensive line next year.
Yeah.
Do you feel like being vocal? How you gonna handle that approach? How you handle that approach right now, by being more vocal and kind of louder? Because you are kind of a quiet, mellow dude.
I'm quiet, but on the field, it's a whole different thing. And I'm gonna be yelling and all that. I'm not only gonna be talking to the D-line, I'm gonna talk to the backers because you always gotta communicate. Our whole defense is we gotta communicate because that's how we was raw last year because we all talked, we all knew what we was doing, our jobs and all that. So yeah.
And then now that you are a full-time starter, what's your vision for this defense? Because you lost a lot of guys last year, but what's the vision for this defense and the level of play? If y'all want sacks, what's the vision for this defense?
This defense, I think our D-line gonna get to the quarterback more because our DBs is more what's that word? They're they got more experience this year, so they know what they're going to do. They're going to be locking down receivers and all that, and they're going to give us time to get to the quarterback.
Cool. Anything else you want to add about teams coming up, games on the schedule, anything you feeling the way about that you can't wait for?
No, I'm good.
Cool. All right. So, who's next? Mr. Elijah Jackson. He really just looked at me and didn't say nothing.
All right.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. Senior DB. You transferred as well, right?
Yes, from Northbourne.
Cool. So, your role last year, saw you make some plays. You obviously have, McHale, Livingston. Where do you feel like your progression was last year?
I'm really Northbourne game. Just having because that game felt like a real rivalry game for me, and also not speaking for him, but I would most likely think Jalen Daniels is a quarterback. So really just the whole week, just getting ready like it was a college game, like it was my last game of the season. Just making sure our team was ready. I think our team was real focused that week, whole week, or even 2 weeks before that game, getting ready for Northbourne because the team knew how big it was for me and Jalen to go out there and compete against Northbourne. So I think Northbourne is the game I had really snapped into the game mentally. And moving on, I think Antelope Valley was my the turn up for athletically and knowing the game.
And that championship game, what was your emotions kind of? It's like that.
The championship game, I kind of blacked out after. Honestly, it was all in pictures. In my memory, the championship game's all in pictures to me. I don't remember.
No sound whatsoever?
No, I remember me getting hurt, and after that, it's all just in pictures. So I don't really remember a lot of stuff that I don't.
How's that championship parade though?
It was. I didn't go to the championship parade.
Okay, the medal ceremony.
So it was good to see all my brothers, us coming together and finally seeing what we accomplished this season and what we set out to do and what we said we were going to do come true. So it was big.
And as far as, because you played some receivers, some corner.
Yes.
Where do you feel like your progression is?
Corner. So I felt when I first got here, I thought I was just a full-blown receiver. But coming to find out that the skills that you can learn or that you're born with is more on the DB side. So I stuck with that and grew over the season.
And so, because of that, do you feel like you can do what the Stan kind of did, like step up and play